Hi, my name is Jasselle Reyes, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about my background in event planning and how I got here. So why did I choose event planning? I chose event planning as my career path because it was always something that I just enjoyed doing. Ever since I was a little kid, I always loved making my birthday something extravagant and something that everyone would love to have fun at. So it was just always something that came natural to me ever since I was a little girl. And then when I grew up and decided to go and go to college, I just thought that this was something that I really wanted to do and be a part of. Question number 2. What kind of experience did you have in event planning prior to your start in the industry? The experience that I had prior to my start in the industry is my background in entertainment in terms of performance. I've been dancing since I was the age of 2 years old, ballet, jazz, tap dance, hip hop, all of the above. And so I've always been a part of different events as the entertainment, and I always enjoyed going to different events, being a part of the entertainment. Just the joy that it brought to people, being there, and just made me want to be a part of it. In college, at Cal State Fullerton, I was lucky enough to make the Cal State Fullerton cheer team, and we did a lot of different marketing events where we had to perform and be in front of a crowd, and just having to experience that, I always wondered how and what it took to do all the logistics of the event, and it just was something that I thought was fun, and I thought that it's something that I would be good at. So my prior experience came from my background in entertainment, and it just kind of took off, and now I'm here. What should students at CSUF do now to get prepared for an event planning career? What I believe students should do now in order to prepare for a career in event planning is use all the different opportunities that you can at Cal State Fullerton to get internships and utilize all of the different things, just like Com Week, to make different connections with people. That's what I did. I actually went to the job fair that they had back when I was in school, and that's how I got my first internship at PBS SoCal, and ever since then I was an intern, and then I just stayed on, and I've been here for around 7 years now. So just use all the opportunities that the school provides for you, talk to all of your teachers, and make different connections, and go to all the different networking events that you can in order to meet new people and build your career in events, and just definitely take all of the time that you have while you're in school to better yourself and to just get all the experience that you can. What is your typical day at work like? So in events, my typical day is never ordinary. Depending on the season, depending on what we're doing, depending on the type of event that we are hosting, it can be something. I could be going on a walkthrough at a different venue. I could be talking to different donors and sending out invitations. It's all just a crazy, fun industry to be in, and it's always entertaining. But every day is not the same. There's always something, a fire to burn out when it comes to events, but it's all worth it in the end once you have your event and it's successful. So my typical day can be all different levels of depending on which part of the event I am in. So what are the most important skills to develop to become successful in event planning? So what I believe are the most important skills to develop are definitely organizational skills. You have to be organized and on top of your game in order to make an event successful. Your communication skills, you're going to be talking to a lot of different people when it comes to contracts, venues, clients, all of the above. when you are hosting an event, you are going to be in charge of all of that. So having your communication skills and your social skills as well developed, that is something that is very important when it comes to the event industry. How can CSUF students get their foot in the door for event planning? Like I mentioned before, I think that you need to utilize all of the different opportunities that Cal State Fullerton gives you. Go to every networking event that you can, meeting new people, go to the job fairs, see what's out there, try to go and get as many internships as you can while you're in school to get as much experience that is needed for when you are ready and you do graduate, then you can potentially get a job at where you get your internship, or at least it's something that you can put on your resume that you have all of this experience while you were in school. Also, when I was at Cal State Fullerton, I did the event planning course, and I was able to have the opportunity to work for the Newport Beach Film Festival. And that was something that gave me experience that I never had before, something that where I had a teacher, he actually guided me through it and, you know, helped me with all the students that are in my class engage in something that I never had been a part of before. And going forward now, years now that I've been out of school, it was something that definitely built my foundation in how I do events and how I perform events. So just take every opportunity that the school gives you, do as many internships as you can, and just be very grateful for all of the opportunities that and the experience that you get from doing all of these internships. What's your favorite part of your job? So my favorite part of my job is that when it comes to events is it's the joy that I get while I'm at the event and while it's actually happening and seeing it all unfold and the joy that it brings everybody that's there. So I have an amazing opportunity being able to work at PBS SoCal, where it's an amazing television station, and working and doing events for our donors and seeing the joy that it brings to them. It just makes it all worthwhile, and that's my favorite part of working in events. Okay, so one particular challenge that you have faced in your job that you were successful in working through. Just knowing that to be prepared for the unexpected. Don't beat yourself up if things don't go exactly perfectly the way that you thought they were going to happen. Just make sure that you are ready for anything. That's something that I've tried to do and tell myself at all the events that I go to. It leads for me to have less stress, and it makes me have a little bit more fun when I'm doing what I'm doing. So, yeah. Does your company organization offer internships? How can students apply? So like I mentioned before, I actually got my internship at PBS SoCal starting as a special events intern before way back in the day. And so we do offer internships. They are for college credit only, and it just depends on the different season, but we usually do. If you go on our website at pbssocal.org/about/internships, or just look up internships in our website, it'll lead you to the page and it'll tell you what different types of internships we have available during that time. So it just kind of depends on the season, on what's going on at our station, but we do offer internships, and I definitely think that it's something, a way to get your foot in the door in terms of experience and even a possible job. It happened for me, and I've been here for around 7 years now. So definitely look at our website and see what we have available at the time. What makes event planning a viable career choice for comm majors? How did being a comm major help you in your career? So what makes event planning a viable career for comm majors is that you are always being stimulated by all the different types of events and different things that you're doing. So it's something that's never the same and you're always growing, and it's something that you can always have. So, and something that people enjoy to do. We have different major donor events at my station, and but everywhere and for every company there is always an opportunity for events, whether it's a virtual event or if it is something that is a live in-person event. There's always opportunities when it comes to event planning for all students in whatever type of production that you want to do. So how did being a comm major help you in your career? Being a comm major at Cal State Fullerton, it helped me in my career because it did give me opportunities in terms of even just like the class that was a requirement, my internship class. It made me be a part of something, and it gave me that experience that I needed in order to successfully get my position that I have right now. So it gives you different opportunities, and you learn so much valuable information, and the teachers that are there are always willing to help you and help you meet different people and make connections with different industries that you want. So that's what I would say is how being a comm major helped me in my career. What is one particular thing you wish you knew about event planning that you didn't know going into your career? I didn't realize how much fun I would be having. It's something that brings so much joy to me and to so many other people. I didn't realize like what an impact it had on other people when I did have events, and how grateful they can be for when you throw a successful event, and how happy that they are. And so that's something that I didn't know, and that brings joy to me. So with the recent issues of COVID-19, how has your position in event planning changed or modified? So with the coronavirus, we did have to postpone and cancel some of the events that we did have in place. We were kind of already before the lockdown in California, we already were in talks of postponing different events just because we knew that it just wasn't the responsible thing to do at the time to have an event anyways. So we were already kind of on top of that in terms of what our plans were. Our shift focused a little bit more on engaging in our donors and making sure that we're there for their support, to support them and what they need. But in terms of our event meetings, we still have them, and we are looking forward to once we overcome this, to have something that kind of lifts up spirits for our donors. So we're still looking for the future and having more events when it's the right time. So it shifted it a little bit, but we are still planning and we are still doing things, but just at a different date. So that's kind of what's happening at my station, in my department. Okay, so tell us more about PBS SoCal. Give us some background on your organization, history, purpose, and type of organization. So I work for PBS SoCal. We are a 501c3 nonprofit, independently owned station. We recently merged with KCET, and we are combined the Public Media Group of Southern California. We are the flagship station for all of Orange County, Los Angeles, all the way to Palm Springs and to Santa Barbara. We are the main station and source of public media for everyone to watch at your TVs at your home. So our history, purpose, and type of organization. Our purpose is to inspire, inform, and educate everyone that watches and turns on the TV. It's a free service for you, and it is just a way that we have to inform people on what's really going on, and a fair way to show and educate everyone of all ages. We have a unique opportunity to be a classroom for those that don't have all of the equipment that like computers or laptops available to them. You can turn on the TV and you can be educated right from your home. Right now, during the coronavirus, we actually within a week, we were able to work with the LAUSD school district in order to start an at-home learning program for all students to be able to, since we aren't at school right now, and they're during the lockdown of coronavirus. It's a way that we were able to reach out to all students across Southern California. And here at my station, we started the program, and it's going, we're all through California to be the education that student needs right here from home. So just definitely something that I'm proud of, something, we have an opportunity to reach out to millions of people, and not just through fun, different shows that we offer, obviously, like Downton Abbey and Oliver Masterpiece and Nova, but we have a way to talk to people and educate them in a way that other people can't. So definitely proud of where I work. Okay, how does event planning fit into PBS operations? So event planning fits in multiple ways at PBS SoCal. With all the different departments that we have different types of events, and they are essential to each department. We have education events where we have at-home learning programs, and that we teach different parents and teachers and organizations all the information that we have that we can provide for them to use at home. We have major donor events. We have screenings with different celebrities, and with all the different programs that we have that we produce and that we can get from Masterpiece and things like that. So we have like a unique opportunity to engage with our donors and with our major donors, and just a way to have like a one-on-one contact with them. We also have different membership events that happen where we offer concert tickets and just things like that, and different opportunities where they can come in and volunteer. So throughout our station, events is an essential part, and throughout all of the different departments that we have to make our station successful. So why is fundraising so important for PBS SoCal? Fundraising is important for PBS SoCal because we are a nonprofit organization, and we rely on viewers and support for over half of our annual operating budget. So in order to be a successful station, and in order to reach the thousands of people that we do and kids with our programming and our educational programming, we need to fundraise in order to stand, and in order to bring all the great programs that we have to share with everyone. So fundraising is definitely an essential part of why and who we are as a station. Did you have to know a lot about public media, public TV prior to starting your job? How hard, easy was it to learn how public TV operates? From my experience, I didn't necessarily know how public media operates, but I did know the importance of what public media brought to people and to different students and different families that I associated with. So I knew the importance of what public media was. Once I became a part of PBS SoCal, it is pretty, just by having the experience of being able to, see the different studios and the different, the way that, that the directors work when it comes to pledge, when watching live pledge happen, and, the background work of everything. It is something that you just come to learn with the experience that you have while you're there. So it's something definitely unique. It's different than other stations or other, just because we are a public media, and the way that we operate is different than other stations. But it's something that I wouldn't necessarily say is hard or easy. It's just something that you come to love to learn, and it's something engaging while you're in it. Okay, so what specific events am I a part of for PBS SoCal? So my experience started as an intern for PBS SoCal as a special events intern. So I started from the beginning, from the bottom, and worked my way up, starting with working at golf tournaments, which we used to have, our annual gala that we also used to have as well. Then I moved up and I entered the membership department, so I did smaller events for our donors, and Antiques Roadshow, helped at that, and created like a mini Antiques Roadshow here in Southern California for our donors. Also just got donations and worked with different caterers for our volunteers. So they were smaller events, but things for our membership department. Then I got promoted to the advancement department, and I am now the senior coordinator for events and stewardship officer for our advancement program department. And I was able to create for our leadership circle for our major donors a program for we have Orange County salons where we have exclusive opportunities for our members to have just like a sneak peek for different programs that we are airing on television and streaming. Just a unique experience that they can have because they are part of our leadership circle, and to make them feel, that, and give them another unique opportunity to see like what we're doing. We recently had a screening for a Masterpiece Beecham House before it aired, or before it was able to be streamed. And we had Grinder Chahad, who is the writer, director, producer of the film, and she is also from Bend It Like Beckham. We also had a unique opportunity where we had Mark Raymond from JPL. He is the chief engineer for NASA as well. He came and we showed a screening of Blue Sky Metropolis, and then he did a presentation for our major donors during our event. So just little things like that. It's just something now I have recreated this for our Orange County donors, and we have events for our LA donors as well, major donors, and just something, it was a unique opportunity for me to create this, and something that I was able to build and, just bring to our station, a unique opportunity for all of our major donors. So that's something that I was able to do as an event planner for my station, and we're able to bring all these opportunities to our donors, and it's just something that's fun and something that I enjoy and something that's beneficial to our station. So something that I'm very proud of. So I think that concludes all of my questions, and again, thank you for this opportunity to let me kind of speak on my background and how I got to where I'm at right now, and how Cal State Fullerton was such a benefit for me in my career and being a comm major to where I am now. So thank you, and please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. Thanks.